SOS on I remember it was like yesterday. I got a phone call. My mom passed away, but still I'm standing right here with my pen in my hand. I said, Mama, I'm gonna make you proud, no matter what it takes, no matter how it turns. I'ma make it through the stormy weather.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Brenda Smith Show. Today I'm so excited to be here with my, I would say, beautiful and handsome friend in the building with me, Miss Smith today. And we're just here today, audience, to talk about relationship, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I want to say welcome today, you guys are my co-hosts. Today no interview, we're just here chilling in the studio. So I want to say welcome I would say my best friend. I love this sister. I don't know what to say. I said thank you again for coming on. You know, and Brother Courage, thank you so much for coming on. And you guys can introduce yourself to the audience more. You know.
My name is Nano. Some people call me Josephine.
Okay.
And my Morris Courage Hayes.
Okay. What church you guys from? Anything that we need to know?
Oh, I go to Power in the Wall in Frickley. Senior pastor, Pastor Okale Ayi.
All right.
Yeah.
I currently worship at UCM, Christian University Ministry in St. Paul.
All right. Well, today I invited you guys on for us to talk about relationship. I noticed something in our community and in today's generation that most of the relationship today, first of all, it don't really last long. You know, it's just like short-term relationship. And I read something on a blog called Tiny Bohan blog, where it's talk about 60%. That's a huge number of relationship I feel in today. So my question to you guys, I will start from you first, ladies first. What are the number one reason why relationship is falling today and it's not even lasting for at least a month? People just do all kinds of crazy things about the whole relationship thing.
From my perspective, I'm not an expert in relationship, but for my little experience that I have, I'm seeing people go into relationship for wrong reasons. Yeah. There's no values. There's no expectations. People are just going into relationship based on how they feel or what the situation is at that moment.
Wow. Yeah. You all said, Courage, do you have anything to say?
Well, I mean, as you said, you know, people go into relationship for wrong reason, but sometimes people go into relationship for some good reason, but unfortunately, it can last. So I don't know, I myself, I don't know why, you know, when we're going into, you know, for a good reason, why it can last. So I really want to know too.
Yeah.
So I hope it's a good topic to discuss.
That's a good topic. Yeah. I think it's communication, lack of communication. That's what I think. Like even if we go there for the right reason, people got to know how to communicate better, you know. Yeah. That's what I think. What you guys think about that? Like communication, that's my first reason. Or somebody put a blog on Facebook about something like that, or comment, and that's what I said. A lot of people were saying that. I read something where people say most of the relationship now is unrealistic based on when they watch the Hollywood movies and stuff like that, and they want to base their life on those Hollywood scenes. All kinds of personal reasons, but my number one reason is communication. We have to communicate with each other better, and we got to be open to each other.
I can say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Communication is the key.
Yes, I agree.
It's the key. But sometimes we look at trust issues.
Oh, wow.
We look at trust issues, you know. When a relationship is lack trust, that's where, you know, those things happen.
Yes.
So besides the communication, we have to have trust for each other.
Wow.
And most people nowadays, they feel in Hollywood, like the Hollywood star, they get married today, they divorce tomorrow.
Yeah.
So our African people, our Liberian people, I was spoiled that way. We get married today and we divorce tomorrow. We feel in Hollywood. So
yes. Yeah. That whole Hollywood lifestyle. You were saying something about that.
One of the things that I've seen also, for young people, the values of relationship is not even there anymore. They doesn't even know what's the value of relationship in the first place.
Wow.
People are just dating, people are just sleeping with each other. You don't call that relationship. What relationship? You know, most of them are just having fun.
Wow.
So if you are just going, you've seen a girl that's beautiful, you've seen a girl that look more attractive than the other person, oh, I gotta have her.
Yeah.
You know,
You're just going after.
you're just going
the looks.
after. So the difference between I see with men and women, I'm speaking towards the women's side.
Yeah, audience will not know relationship therapy. We're just keeping it 100% based on our personal issue today, okay?
Yeah. Based on that, say for instance, a woman reached to a certain age, she wants to settle down. Instead, on the other side, a man at a certain age, he's still running around. He still wants to play. He still has multiple things that he wants to do. So here a woman thinking that she's going into a relationship with a person.
Yes.
She's not asking, what is it that she's going into? Did you go to this person and tell them what you want? You know, who are you to this person? You just go into it because you wanting to settle down. But are you aware what this person is up to? Do you know if they want to settle down with you? Those are some of the problem also. So, like you said, communication.
Yes.
If you want to be in a relationship, it's something that works with two people. It takes two people to be in a relationship.
Yep, I agree.
Are you versing out your values? Are you seeking, did you tell this person what you want, what you're looking for, or you are just thinking that it's going to occur, you know, happen apparently or something like that?
Fellas, you know, some of us, we are real people. You know that very well, okay?
Yes.
I mean, as you said, you know, the women go into it for so many things. So sometimes with the men, we go into it for love, but for the men, I got you, fellas. For the men, some of us, we are real.
Okay.
We go into it with our whole heart, whole mind, and soul. I mean, I speak from experience. I was once there before.
Okay.
I know the situation. We go into our whole heart, forget about, I mean, the outside world, and go into it. But some women, they are just not serious. They are just not ready yet. They still want to play, still want to, you know, enjoy their life, and do so many things. So, yeah.
You know, that's the same thing. Most of this whole thing, this problem when I saw it go 50-50, a lot of women said, let's speak, I always like to speak for my community. A lot of women would say, most of the African men, they are lazy, they don't do anything, they sit on their butt, they don't do anything, they're so mean, they're so rude, there's all kinds of things that women would say, and they love to cheat though.
If they see the men, the men will say the women are seen. Women don't clean, women don't cook. Some men go to work, I mean, they work 24 hours, work their butt up, they come home, they have a clean house, wash dishes. So it's go back versa.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
they get some African women that are very lazy, period.
That's where I come in with the communication.
Thank you.
What did you guys discuss about in the first place when you decided to go into a relationship? For me,
you just rushed. You didn't even know what someone can do.
For me, what I've learned and experienced, I always verse out what I want.
I like that.
Now in my life, I just turned 30 years old, and I wanted to settle down. I wanted to be married. I wanted to be in a relationship. I make sure I do my research.
Okay.
I'm just not going to allow anybody in my life. First of all, who are you?
What are you about?
Where you come from?
Thank you.
What do you do? Are you working? I have a list of values that I need in order for me to settle down with a person. Okay? Can you cook? Can you clean? Will you be it all based on that communication?
You have to.
If the man cook, the man
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just referring that to what you said about the woman.
You gotta ask the lady that.
Some people just go into a relationship, like I said, they just see this girl, she's pretty, and you know, I think she would be the perfect woman for me. She looked a certain way. Did you even do your research on this person?
You just go there for the looks.
Did you find out who this person is, where the background, where they come from? Have they been hurt? Are they okay? Are they waiting for a relationship? Those are things that is very important. Now, relationship is different from just having intercourse, having fun with each other. Relationship is something that you guys get into to become husbands, wives, right? Are we on the same topic here?
Yes, we agree.
Okay, so if you're looking for something like that, that's not something you just go and follow anybody. You got to find the type of criteria it takes for the type of person you want to settle down with.
Okay.
So I think those are some of the problem we are facing.
Yep, I agree.
When I'm talking, sometimes I talk about experience and whatsoever, right? Sometimes a woman, you communicate with the internet, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I want, whatsoever. Because they want something from you, they will do exactly what, from the beginning stage, what you told them to do. But when they get what they want, like marriage, when they get married to you,
that's what she's saying. You get to know the person. Why rush into a relationship? Why rush into marriage? That's why most of the marriages will jump into another topic. That's why most of the marriages fail, because people just rush. Like, a lot of people, I've been in a relationship for 5 years, right? I don't want to say it out, but a lot of people like, why you don't want to get married? Why is that? Why are you rushing me to get married? I'm married when I want to get married. Like, first of all, on the same blog that I read, that you should go into a relationship, first of all, you should love yourself first. Yes. And the second thing they put on the list, that choose to be happy. Yes. Don't let nobody choose what they want you to do in a relationship. The third one was on the list was, fall into love when you are ready, not when you are lonely. I like that.
That's true.
I like that. And then the fourth one, do not lose yourself in a relationship. Yes. But off of this four thing, I love the third one. Fall into love when you are ready, not when you are lonely. Yes. So I hate when people tell you, oh, Brenda, when you should get married. No, I'm okay. I'm comfortable in my life. I'm comfortable in my relationship. I don't think anybody should tell me when. And I want to know this person. Whether it takes 10 years, that's me. Yes. Let me take my time to know this person. I don't want to go into marriage where it will take three months, 4 months. We're separating. So you, like she said, I'm thinking I'm girls power here. I'm going with her. You gotta communicate. You gotta know this person. You gotta take your time. You don't rush. Most guys, they see your looks. All the girls, like nowadays, you said something about Facebook what I like. They see the picture on Facebook, your boobs or your this, and they want to join a relationship. It don't last long. So
true.
Yeah,
it's true. I mean. Sometimes fed up. Sometimes we go in the relationship because, you know, for the pleasure. But I said earlier, most of us, we want to go into it for commitment, and we can't find a commitment in the women. We can't find it.
No, that's not even true, because most of you guys, I'm not saying all, most of the African men cheat. I would speak for African men. Most of the African men, a lot of my friends say they do cheat, and cheating is so comfortable for them to do. I would say out there, people, I know guys, you can come on the next show. This is
women cheat.
We're talking about our community.
It's individual wise.
Yeah.
When the one thing I know, when a person does not know himself.
Thank you.
When a person does not know himself, nobody else's matter. Especially two people going into a relationship that do not know who they are in the first place.
Okay. Wow.
Like I mentioned earlier, people comes in people's lives for different reasons. It's a season. Mm-hmm. So some of the things we need to learn as young people is to learn our sense of human. Okay. You have God plays this thing of your instinct.
I like
I'm a person that goes by my instinct.
Okay.
I can come into a room full of people. Already I can feel the energy. Who is I'm going to be connected to or who I'm not. Now some people don't know how to difference that. But I do. I'm just speaking from my own.
Okay.
Based
in
on
the Christian what they call it discernment.
Yes.
Discernment.
Based on what she said.
Discernment,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Based on what she said about knowing the person, relationship should not be on a time limit. If you go into a relationship on a time limit, you end up for a failure.
Yeah.
There's no doubt of what you say. Some people go into a relationship. You see, I would look at it as an individual thing. Yeah. You're a very good man that goes into a relationship because you want to settle down. Mm-hmm. I'm a very good woman that goes into a relationship because I want to settle down. But guess what? We're all both on the same path. So do I say it's men or do I say it's women?
You're right.
No, it's individual. Okay. It's a person that knows himself. And People come in our lives for seasons. Some of these people that we got married to, they wasn't even meant for us to be married to in the first place.
It's true. That one is perfectly true. I agree to that, 100%.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So we're running out of time here. My next question to you guys, like, we already explained the bad, the good, and the ugly people. Like I said today, we not know relationship therapy. Kids, close their ears. We not know sex therapy either. But people, there's our own personal advice. There's a part 2 to this show. Okay. So my next question to you guys: what advices that you guys have for anybody out there that on a healthy relationship? Like, what advice would you give a sister that out there with low self-esteem? She in a relationship where she feel like, how can this last long? What can I do to keep my partner?
You say a person that's in an unhealthy relationship.
Unhealthy, yes.
Okay.
We're not talking when it's healthy. We don't need to give you advice.
One thing I would say to the young women out there, for us women, when we at a certain age, we are very vulnerable. Learn yourself. Like you mentioned, learn yourself, know your worth, know what you want, how you want to be treated. Just how you treat people is the same way you want to be treated.
Thank you.
And one thing also, do not go into a relationship based on what the person wants. Always go into it what you want.
What you want.
Respect yourself. Respect yourself. Any man, any real man that wants to settle down a woman, not going to settle down with a woman that does not respect herself. That's the #1 key. Have pride for yourself. Your pride is the #1 key for a woman. If you have pride for yourself, if you tell the mountain to move, the mountain's gonna move. Meaning you can do the same thing with the man. A man loves a woman that he can be proud of. He can tell the whole world, that's my woman. But if you don't know your values, the man will treat you just how he treats any other person that comes his way. So values matter. Integrity.
I love that. Thank you.
Wow, that's a great one, man.
I like that. That's a great one.
For the men, man, I mean, as we said earlier, man, go into A with your heart, with your mind. If you're ready, don't go into A. This is a lifetime commitment. If you're ready for a relationship, don't go into one. Have fun, but if you're ready to get into A, go into A. Like we always say, they always quote the Bible wrong way. The Lord is my shepherd, I see what I want. Don't see what you want. Go for it the right way and have it the right way.
I like that. I like that. I would say go for love. Don't go for anything else. Like when you're in a relationship, communication is the key. But before you get into that relationship, go for love. Back in the day, someone would go for the best car, the best shoe. People, y'all know Brenda, I keep it real. We go for all those things. But ladies, I will tell you guys, all those things can fade away. If you go for the looks, guys, the looks can fade away. You know, all this thing, I go home and take off my weave and take off the makeup. What becomes of that relationship, you know? Go there because of love, because I think love overshadow everything. Yep. People, just go for love. Just truly love that person, because then you can work things out when love. Problem will come. Keep that relationship. Don't be the one to say, okay, she jumped from one relationship. You know, that was then when you was little, but not now. So that's my only little advice to tell the young girls out there. Like my sister say, what you say again? Know your pride. You know, I like worth, that. Your worth and
have integrity.
Know your value.
Your values.
Your value. I mean,
yeah.
I was speaking to a woman too. Know your value.
Thank you.
Because some women they just all over the place. They don't know the value. So
all over the place.
Definitely, men will not respect you. They don't know your value.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yes, I read something again. All my thing I do research people. Like I said, when I know relationship therapy, it said I like this. People, let me read this before we leave. They said because when you're in a relationship, some may ask, Brenda, how do we know it's a true relationship? I just read something on the internet. So when true love is when two people get together and start working on themselves, when they aim to grow together instead of avoiding growth by depending too much on each other, they build a connection on a higher level. I think I like that. So it's just all about two people connecting and two people, like I said, working on themselves.
Yeah.
That's all we get for you guys today. Any shout out people, anything, last words before we leave?
My last words I have to say to add up to that. How do you know is love? How do you know it's real? How do you know it's a relationship? When two people are together, whenever when you're sad, when you got problems, but you can always go to that person in your comfort. You're nurturing your body, your flow, everything about your life. You know, things are not perfect with you, but you are just happy. That person that you're with, they're giving you love, my dear.
I like
They feed love into you. If you know if it's real, you will feel it because the person feed. For me, if you guys see me fat, that means I not find real love.
And secondly,
We'll be
just
watching
to add to that.
When we see you fat too.
Yeah.
I think when
Nah,
you're seeing me skinny
to
too.
add to that, what's that we get into? Make that person your best friend.
Yes.
Let them be your best friend.
Oh yes.
Because relationship now is about best friend, not about enemyship. It's a best friend, not just in the bedroom best friend, but when you are at work, when something happens, the first person you call, say, hey, this happened, or this happened, what can we, that you can talk to one-on-one, that will advise you, take it. So, make them your best friend.
I like that. Yeah. Wow. I think he closed it up. Make them your best friend, people. Like we said, we not know whatever today. We're just keeping it real based on our personal story, based on our past. We all here not perfect. We're just telling you a story from our past. So stay tuned for the next story. The next topic will be, why do people cheat? So sit back. Don't touch that.
Oh boy.
But we're ready. So thank you for watching the Brenda Smith Show today. And I want to say thank you to everybody out there. Stay blessed.